Hello, my name is CJ and I love to yap. And so chances are you clicked on this video that you love to yap too. Or, okay, A, you like to yap. Or B, you love listening to people yap. And so if you're one of those two people, you're in the right place. So welcome to the channel and glad to have you. This is episode one of something I have no idea what I'm gonna call yet, but we'll worry about that later. That's a later problem. Because basically it's going to be a stream of consciousness yap session. Basically, whatever comes to my brain, we're talking about it. And I don't know what that's going to be today. I don't know what's going to be next time. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this series for. I don't know shit. All I know is that we're here right now and we're yapping. So, okay, this was inspired by a creator called Jazz B. I don't want to say the last name fully because I don't want to butcher it, but I'll put it in the description below. Shout out to Jazz. I watched a couple of her videos of her doing the same style of video and inspired me to do the same thing. So I've been on and off with content creation, and like I've always wanted to make content like on a consistent basis. Not for like money or fame or just anything like that. But I've always created videos since like I want to say a kid, and I loved making content. But I would always get in my way and like self sabotage or like procrastinate and stuff like that. And it gets very daunting sometimes trying to figure out what I want to create and making it perfect exactly the way I want to make it. I wanted to make it. So I've been putting off YouTube for a long time. If you check my history, it's like I'd make like one video a year on a good year, and I have so many ideas or videos that I don't put out. I don't know why. Actually, I mean it's because one, it's overwhelming trying to figure out what you want to make, and two, it's overwhelming. The whole process is kind of overwhelming when you have so much that you want to create, and you have so much pressure on yourself because you want to create all of it, and you want it to be perfect. You can, it's easy to get just stuck into like a loop of just not creating the video and not posting the video. I have so many YouTube videos that I have unedited sitting in my camera roll in a cloud now, sitting in a cloud, and I've even gotten halfway through editing videos. And I really loved the first half of the video that I edited. For some reason, I stopped editing one day, and I have a bunch of those just half completed videos. I don't know if I'll ever. I have to figure out if I really want to like go back and finish those when I know that I am able to create on a more consistent basis. But we have stuff that's more relevant now, so we're going to be creating stuff now, and that's what we're focusing on. So, but at the end of the day, it's never too late. It's never too late to start. So if you are thinking about starting anything, it doesn't have to be like making content. If you want to start any hobby, any project, anything that you feel like would make you a happier individual, improve your life, or just make you feel like you're alive in general, go do that. It's never too late. Um, and I know that these videos are supposed to be like unedited, and my brain has 50 billion thoughts going in and out of it at the same time at like fucking light speed. So if you see me like just standing here, or like, no, I'm not standing, I'm sitting down. If you see me sitting here and I'm just, uh, it's because I'm trying to figure out which thought to let out right now. So yeah, that's what's going on in my brain. For those of you who are aware, actually, I don't know what I'm going with that. I have ADHD. If you couldn't tell, if you have ADHD, you probably like the second you click on this video, this man definitely has ADHD. If you don't know the signs of ADHD, um, it's not gonna be that video. We're not going into it, but I just wanted to put it out there. But basically, it just means I have so many thoughts going in and out of my head all the time, like I just said. And yeah, so there's gonna be times where I'm like fucking rapid fire yapping, like words, and there's gonna be times where there's so much going on that I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna keep it real. I'm not editing this. This is going to help me in a couple ways, and I hope it maybe entertains people or even helps people somehow, some way. Because at the end of the day, my goal in creating content is to help someone somehow, some way, whether it's entertainment or inspiring people or saying something profound and like changing someone's life. That's crazy. But basically, the reason why I'm trying to make content is to help people, whether it's like sharing a laugh or anything else. And so I forgot where I was going with that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll go. Okay, I feel like during this whole series, I'll have a bunch of fucking topics and tangents I'll go on from those topics, and it'll be like you are gonna get confused here and there, but that makes it entertaining, right? I feel like that makes it spicy. Like if you, especially if you have ADHD, I feel like if you have track, like, oh, what the fuck? Okay, he's jumping. Oh, there we go. There he goes again. There he goes again. But if you don't have ADHD, maybe you like the chaos. Maybe I should stop judging people. And I'm not even judging people right now. Am I judging people? I don't know. Are you judging people? That's okay. We all do that sometimes. But at the end of the day, the person you're judging is happy and healthy and not hurting anyone else. Let them be. Let them do their thing. It's okay. People are allowed to love things and exist the way they are without changing. But if they're a piece of shit and they're an asshole, then that's a different story. Okay, so I think they said, I think Jazz said that people typically do this for like 5 to 15 minutes. And I have a watch on, and I have not been tracking how much time has passed right now. But I feel like I'm just going to yap. Oh my god, I remembered what I was talking about. I remember why I was talking about everything. Okay, hold on. Before I lose it, shut the fuck up. Okay, so the reason that we're doing this today is because for a couple of reasons I feel like could benefit people in general, right? So one, maybe I could be of entertainment to someone while you're like doing chores or like having me as background noise or just you're just in bed, can't sleep. Someone to just like yap with, someone to listen to yapping, and maybe you can relate or not relate or just fucking bully me behind your screen. Do whatever fuck you want, I don't care. But hopefully I'm providing some form of entertainment or whatever to you. And two, I have been trying to figure out how to stay consistent with content, and it gets so overwhelming, like I said earlier, just trying to figure out what I want to make, what I want to create, and what I want to put out into the world. And I have so many fucking good ideas that I write down sometimes and I forget about them. Like my notes app is full of so many fucking video ideas. I could probably make a fucking book out of them. I could make like a whole fucking anime series with all of the fucking with all of the ideas I have in there, like fucking hundreds of episodes. But yeah, so I'm trying to get better at just like creating content, and that means this is a good opportunity for me to just shut the fuck up. I mean, not shut the fuck up. Well, I mean, shut the fuck up in my head and like stop making excuses and just sit down and just yap. This is the easiest form of content you can probably make. You know what I mean? Like all I'm doing is sitting here and talking. That's crazy. Like, but I think with this, it'll help me one for being like we're fucking okay. If anyone had drawing this as a diagram right now, I'm on like point two, and we're like drawing a fucking tree out of this shit, right? Okay. Anyway, so it'll help me be consistent with my content, and two, it might help me figure out what the fuck I want to talk about on like a more refined scale. So if I'm just like yapping a lot and I say something, I'm like, oh fuck, wait, I should go into that. Maybe we break that down into like a different video. I take my favorite points from these videos and then make it a more better formatted, maybe more cinematic type video. Like actual filmmaking type shit, because like that's what I want to do eventually. So yeah, this is kind of like a funnel, and this is the top of the funnel, right? So like we have all these fucking ideas and all of this like random shit, just fucking me just dumping it out there, right? And then we'll eventually get to a point where like, oh, I have these things I want to take down, and we'll make it into a better video, and we'll like refine it and put it on IG, TikTok, YouTube, whatever fucking like in an actual video. So that's consistency, and that's ideas for myself. And I guess, and also like the first other one was entertainment. Yes. Okay. Cool. And the reason that I want to be doing this is that maybe I'll find people who are like me, and not in the sense of like ADHD, but people who just want to fucking yap, and people who just want to listen to people yap, and just people who are resonating with anything that I say, and they want to talk about it, because I feel like I think I said earlier my mission was to like help people, which is cool. Yes, that's like my main mission. But also, I think my other main mission is like maybe at least two of those is that I want to create a community, and it's not so like to say like I built a community. It's my community, like it, and like put my name all over it and fucking feel good about that. I mean, you should if you do that. Fucking big props to you. But I'm not trying to do that for like the clout or anything like that. I love fucking talking to people. Like I'm an extrovert ass fucking person. I love talking to people. I love connecting with people, and I love learning about other people and their stories and like how they got to where they are, like where they want to go. And I love being able to like see if I can support people on their way, on their journey in life in general. Um, so if people who know me in real life, what I'll probably tell you that I am a little weird. I'm a little quirky. Ew, ew, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But they will say that I try my best to like support other people, and one of my biggest downfalls is that this has happened to me a couple times in the past in a significant way where like I support people too much and I don't support myself enough. We learn from that. We're growing, right? We've gone through life and experienced some shit, and we're learning from that. Take care of yourself first, and then you can be able to take better care of the people around you and the ones you love better, right? So with this community building, I want to do it so not just for me to find people who can relate to whatever I'm talking about or the way that I'm talking about things or just anything in this video, right? Not just for me, but for the people. I'm for the people. Because like I find it so fascinating when people can connect on like people all over the fucking world can connect on a piece of digital content, and you can make friends from all over the fucking world. That's fucking crazy to me, but I love that. I love that shit. So like a little bit of context, a little background lore for CJ, right? So during quarantine 2020, I started streaming on Twitch because I love gaming growing up, and I wanted to make new friends. Because back in that time, I was like super fucking lonely and depressed. And maybe some of you really relate to that. I don't know. Let me know. You don't have to let me know. That's on you. Anyway. So yeah, it's basically like I started streaming during quarantine, right? And I during this time I was like involved in other people's communities and like in other people's chats and like I was there every day because what else was there to fucking do for me? I mean, all my ideas to spend my time was like 99% just play video games because it's like I grew up playing video games and I stopped doing that for a while, and then quarantine brought it back for me. And then I was like, okay, I can make friends and play video games. And then the communities that I was in, they really were supportive, and they're like, dude, you should start streaming yourself, and you should start streaming because like you're funny in chat, like you should just do something for yourself. And I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right. And at the time, all I had was a MacBook. I had a MacBook, and I couldn't play games on my MacBook. So what did I stream? I just went live on my 2016 MacBook, and we just talked. We just fucking yapped, and that was the beginning origin story of how I started yapping for content, I guess. And eventually, I evolved to like where I got a PC and started gaming and stuff, and that was cool. But like, I don't do it as much anymore. But that's where this kind of came from, and like me building a small but very loyal and very fucking cool community. Like, I think I was averaging at the start from like anywhere between like it started out like four regular people like going in and out or like being in chat all the time. Four regular people in and out in my chat all the time. And I think we were at the peak of my like streaming career. It was like 16 to 20 average, I want to say. Don't fucking quote me on that. It was like something around there. And it was really fucking cool to see that many people. Like imagine a fucking room of like 16 to 20 people just fucking watching you and watching you yap or just play games. And that's fucking crazy to me. So I was so lucky to have the opportunity and for me to have an audience that cared about me to like some extent, and found entertainment or value in my time and like the energy I was putting out there. That's really fucking cool. And so I think with this, I'm not sure how if this will blow up or anyone will see this anything. Like I'm not expecting anything from this, right? So primarily, this is for me to get my ideas out there and for me to get consistent with content. And for me, also, a secret third reason that may have extra reasons coming out of that too. It's like secret third reason is that I get really fucking fidgety and like I can't sit still if I work on one thing for too long. Like I can absolutely lock the fuck in if I have a deadline that's coming up real soon, like as in like in a couple minutes soon. And I can lock in if I'm really fucking interested in something and like I'm that's all I can think about, right? Otherwise, so like my most of my day-to-day work tasks, I cannot I after a couple hours at most, I need to do something else. And so I've been trying to like figure out my routines. I'm changing my routines. I'm actually building a routine first of all. I did not have one for the longest time because I had so much to do and I just did whatever I wanted when I wanted to do it. But that meant a lot of things would be left undone because I just wouldn't get to everything because like in my brain there's so much shit going on and I would forget some things or like the things that were not fun to me but I needed to do, I wouldn't do them. So we're building a routine right now and we're also like making sure I'm changing things up. Like one thing with ADHD is like we need novelty, we need like new stimulation all the time. So and also I'm extroverted as fuck, like I mentioned earlier. So like sometimes I feel like maybe I'm just antsy, not because I need to do something or like necessarily. Maybe I just need to fucking yap. And I have friends who I can call, but it's not the same. You know, like I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm bothering people when I call them, and like I don't know who to call for what. Like I have such a wide variety of interests and things I want to yap about, and my friends are kind of like I don't have one friend who encompasses every single thing that I like talking about, and so maybe that's you guys. Like I love my friends, I love them to death, and I appreciate them so much. But there's only I can't really imagine I can't really imagine myself like reaching out to someone right now and it's like instead of me talking to y'all, me reaching out to someone right now, calling them and just talking about this. Like talking about like what have I even been talking about? You know what I mean? And so I'm not expecting anyone to see this, but this has been very helpful, I guess, so far already. Like I remember when I first started this video a couple minutes ago, I was like trying to figure out what the fuck I was saying. I was trying to figure out how to talk to this camera right now. And, but I think after I got used to it, like I'm kind of getting better at it. Now we're making eye contact more. We're making a little bit more eye contact, right? And at the beginning of this video, I know I was like trying to figure out what do I say, what do I say, and like looking around and shit. Um, we're better now, and so like this within the span of a couple minutes, I feel like I've warmed up a lot in just like making content and just like not making content, like you know what I mean? It's like the process of like talking to a camera. Um, one video that I do want to do later is that I want to do this in public. So just fucking like while I'm in a very fucking public space, set up the tripod and just start yapping. Like just I don't know what I'm gonna yap about either. It's literally like this video, like whatever is on my brain, talking about it. And I want to do this in public. And I know what some of y'all are thinking. You're like, you're crazy. Why would you do that in public? And like, that's fucking like social anxiety. You're scared of this man. Like, no, man. I grew up with social anxiety. I was a kid that sat by myself at lunch until the extroverts adopted me. And at the time when I was younger, I didn't realize I was also an extrovert. I had social anxiety, so I didn't make go out of my way to make friends. But I wanted friends and I wanted people to talk to, but I didn't want to go out to get them. You know. But yeah, so like I've gotten a lot better at putting myself out there and just like doing whatever the fuck I want to do and not giving a fuck about what people think to an extent. You will always care about what people think to an extent, but getting better at doing it anyway and just being confident that you're living the best way that you want to live and doing the things that you want to do that make you happy and doing that shit anyway, regardless of what people think. That's always a good thing to have. That's always a good like that's always good for your soul, bro. Do shit for you. Fuck everyone else. Not literally. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's like me going out there and making videos like this is kind of like me saying that I'm confident in myself and like whatever I want to do, I can do it. You know, because growing up, me thinking about doing that as like a kid or even like a teenager, it's like I would freeze on the spot. And even like last year, like last year, I went to Griffith Observatory. For those of you in SoCal or know of it, it's it's a really nice viewpoint. There's a lot of people there at night. I went on a weekend. I went on a weekend, and it shit was crowded. Right, it was packed. So many people there taking pictures with their loved ones, especially. I was by myself. I was in between events, and I didn't know what to do. So I was like, okay, let me go to Griffith and just like look at the lights and just like think about shit, you know, because I had a lot I wanted to decompress. And I was also like, maybe I could film a video up there. I brought my tripod, the tripod that you're on right now. I brought that shit. And I did not make a single video. I did not pull it out once. I was so fucking scared. I was so terrified of like what people thought of me, of like what, or like, oh my god, this guy's trying to be an influencer. Like, oh, wow, wow, like, my people gonna like interrupt my video. Like, I was terrified, bro. I was shaking. Like, I contemplated for a whole hour, me like fucking like staring out into the distance and just like my brain just exploding. Like I was just trying to figure I was trying to get myself to like, it's okay, you got this. You can talk about shit like no one's gonna care. I was trying to hype myself up so much. I did not do it. Like I was there for like over a little bit over an hour, and I spent 40 for like about 40 minutes of that just contemplating whether I should make a video or not. And by the time I figured out, fuck it, I'll make a video. I like they closed. They're kicking people out. So I feel like I've come a long way since then. For a little bit of context, I do social media marketing. So right now, I work for a convenience store brand in California, or like I guess like in the West Coast, and like they're a little bit over the place. Um, as of right now, where I work through an agency and I do social media management. And that means sometimes I make content for them, and sometimes I'm on camera for them. And so that's why I feel like I've gotten a little bit more confident, and also taking care of myself has made me more confident as a person, which makes me more confident on camera. That's always a key thing. And so me doing that, me going to public spaces and like filming myself yapping like this for a good chunk of time will take it to that next level. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing to do this in your room. It was already nerve wracking fucking setting this camera up in my room. But just doing this in public with a lot of people to see, next level, right? But the thing is, like, the one thing that I want to emphasize is that if you ever are interested in making content, and especially like, if you want to make videos in public or have an idea that requires you to be in public, people are not going to remember you that much. People are going to go about their day, and they might think about you for like a couple minutes and maybe like one random fucking Tuesday afternoon, but they're not going to sit there all day and be like, hey, that guy was so weird. That girl was so weird. That person was so fucking weird. Just like filming, like whatever. Like, no one's going to be thinking about you like that. You are the main character of your story. Everyone else is the main character of theirs. So they're going to be thinking about themselves. And if they do have any like opinions or thoughts about you and what you're doing, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't. And no matter what vile shit you can come up in your head with it, that they're thinking about you, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect you. Unless they like go out of their way to like fucking like fuck you up, and that's a different story. I'm sorry if I put that in your head, but the odds that happening are fucking low as shit. Like, you know, people are gonna like just see you and they have the thoughts, and then they'll just go about the day, go about their day. You know what I mean? Because I've done this a couple times already, where I set up my tripod and I've talked for like a little bit, not like a whole stream of consciousness thing. That's like more of like a vlog style thing, and that got me some stares. Got people like looking at me. I've even done some fucking like in cafe matcha reviews in the fucking cafe as I'm drinking my matcha with people around me. I got some looks here and there, but like no one's gonna be like, "What are you doing? Stop recording!" And if they do, move on. It's okay. Like, as long as you're not overly just like fucking being in people's ways and like being an inconvenience, I think you should be okay like filming in public if you want to. And this is more for me than for you, because I don't know what the fuck you're going through. I don't know what the fuck your aspirations are. I don't even know if you want to make content, because I'm just like talking mostly for myself, from what I learned and what my experience has been so far. And if it applies to you, cool. If not, then At least hope it's entertaining. I don't know. But okay, now that we're done with that topic. Okay, actually, let me sum it up. Let me wrap that shit up real quick. So, if you are thinking about making content in public or just in general, and you're worried about what people think of you, it takes practice. What I promise you, once you get those first couple of videos out, maybe that's that first one. Focus on that first one. Get it out there. Turn off the fucking like counts on if you're doing an IG. Make a new account if you want to, so that way no one you know can see it, and just post one thing and go from there. Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, like doing what you want to do, life is short, bro. Life is short as fuck. Do what you want to do before it's too late and before you have this life full of regrets. Like, if you think making content at the it will truly fucking make you happy, or like whatever hobby you want to pursue, or like whatever career you truly want to pursue, go after it, bro. Life is way too fucking short to be not doing things that fill you up with life, that make you feel like you're alive, that make you like actually wake up and be happy to be waking up. You know, as someone who's woken up countless times not wanting to have waken up, trust me. Like, just go after whatever the fuck it is that you want to do, even if it's a small thing. Like, if you want to go to fucking play pickleball, and but you're scared of, like, you have social anxiety with pickleball. I know it's tough. Like, find ways to like release some of the anxiety before you go, but sign up. Sign up. Do something. I believe in you. You got this. If you need help, drop a comment below. And if you need, like, I'm not a coach. I am not a professional. Everything I say right now, take it with a grain of salt, right? I am not a professional in any way or means of anything that I talk about. Like, just, but if you ever need someone to talk to or need some support, drop a comment. Drop a comment. Follow me on IG or something. DM me. I'm down to talk. I'm down to yap, right? This is just one way for now, as if I'm recording this. But if you ever want to like actually have a conversation, I'm down, you know? And even if one point this ever does get bigger and I can't talk to everyone that comments, I'll still make my best effort to, you know? Because at the end of the day, people who are watching videos are fucking people. And I don't understand creators who like never reply to their commenters or like their fans, especially because I comment back on every single comment that I ever get, because you're taking time out of your day and you're using precious energy you can spend anywhere else, and you're leaving a comment and you're like, first of all, looking at the content in general is like already, pretty fucking good, or pretty, like, what am I trying to say here? Like, it takes a lot for someone to like watch your content and engage with it, because I feel like most people nowadays are just like, we're so used to like TikTok, where like you just scroll. If you're not interested right away, you scroll, click off a video right away. There's so many other things for you to watch. So if you're here, I appreciate you, and I hope you're having a good fucking day and week or night, whatever the fuck it is. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one. Also, side note, if I talk really fast, my bad. If you can't keep up, my bad. Put me on like 0.75 or something. But this is like a fraction of what my brain goes at. But if you have ADHD, I feel like you could probably understand me. Unless I'm like stuttering and mumbling and um not enunciating properly, which is sometimes what I do because I'm talking too fast. My bad. But that's not gonna stop me. That's not gonna stop me. Do you and the way that you want to do you. Okay, don't pause. Wait. Anyway, yeah, it's been a fucking good long yap session. I feel like I've been talking for a while. Let me hydration check. Let me fucking drink some water if you haven't done so recently. Like, just fucking chug a little bit. Yeah, fucking take care of yourself. If you haven't eaten recently, go eat. If you've been needing to use the bathroom for a while, and go get up right now and go. Because I know, for me personally, if I'm like stuck rotting in bed or on a couch or anywhere, and I'm just like consuming content for a while, I will ignore my needs until I just take a break. I take a break and breathe for a little bit. Then I'm like, oh shit, I had to take care of myself. But yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a deep breath right now. All right, let's pause for a little bit. It's been a a lot of rapid fire yapping going on right now, a lot to process. I'll slow it down a little bit for now. I don't know how much longer I'll be recording because I low-key got a pee now too, talking about that. But first, let's take a breath together. Deep breath. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I'm also a personal trainer on the side context. So let's go ahead and deep inhale through your nose in three, two, one. Exhale. All right. See, like that. Do you feel a little better? Let's like do a couple more times on your own if you want to. But whenever you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling like you have shit to do that you can't do yet, you might just be overstimulated and you might just like you know in this constant media consumption. Just so take a breath, take a couple breaths, stretch it if you need to, take it step by step. You fucking got this. You're an amazing fucking person, and I believe in you. Whatever you want to do, you can fucking do that shit. You can accomplish that shit. I don't mean to be fucking corny. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I'm corny or cheesy. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you're gonna do great at it, probably. And if not, you learn from it, then you can be great later. Don't fucking worry about that. Anyway, my name is CJ. I'm a fucking yapaholic, and I'm gonna plan on doing these more. I like this. This is fun. I hope you guys had fun too. I hope you had some type of value from this. Drop a comment what you think below. Maybe you don't have to. Suggestion. I'm not trying to be pushy. Like the video if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. If you want to see more of this for some reason. Hear more of this for some reason. But yeah, take care of yourself. Have a good fucking day. You got this.